All right, so I've learned a couple of things. One, when that time says I've been recording for an hour, that's like 50 minutes of stuff. So I need to be a little bit better off about recording, cutting things. But yeah. So as far as right now is concerned, I want to just keep expanding and get to our next milestone. By the end of this one, I want to be at 5,000, maybe 7,500, depending on how quickly it's going. But first thing I need to do is look at our water. So let's go ahead and click that up a little bit and see. All right, the water goes away. So everything looks good. We got some building upgrades in there. What is this saying? They need men. Okay. All right, our water still looks good. So we're still booming right now. Everything is good. Let's go ahead and look at education. Education's good. Education's good. We don't have universities yet, so we haven't unlocked them. We have unlocked the public library, and we have not put in a public library yet. So let's look at our districts real quick. Gotta go a little quick. I want to think about making each of the districts have its own, special, one of everything. And we'll probably redistrict things in a little bit. Obviously, we have Parkwood, which is just a really small little one in here. Let's look at our zoning. So that right there is commercial. And then districts, so it's commercial and residential. So Parkwood, what I'll go ahead and do, I'm going to, let me take a quick look at education here. So it's Parkwood. Callaway Hills has its own. So we are not going to need Callaway Hills to extend as much. So what I'm going to do is unzone down to about there. And then we will go ahead and zone Parkwood out. And we'll take Parkwood up. Oops. We'll go ahead and take Parkwood up to about there. Well, Parkwood is doing fine. Now, here's the industrial parks. I'm going to quick look back at the zones. That's industrial. So I want the industrial zone to come up into this sector right here. Boom. And then I can take this and reclaim some of the districts right there. Now, all right. So now that I've done that, let's go in here and let's connect through this road. Boom. All right. So then we can go ahead and zone this guy in here. And now we can look back at our districts here. So look, Parkwood is now booming. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and extend out Parkwood to be down all the way to here, just past that street. I'm gonna do some cleaning up real quick. All right, so I went ahead and cleaned up a little bit. And now they're all following their own little places. So we need to go ahead and work on Parkwood a little bit. So if we look at the district line, it comes down to about this road right here. So if we go ahead and make this road go across, from there up is Parkwood. So we have Parkwood right here. So if we're thinking about adding in a public library, Parkwood can go ahead and get itself a public library. As we can see here, the public library is going to need to be in its own special place. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually deconstructing that road right there, throwing the public library into this area right there. I'm gonna make it right on the edge of that road. So now Parkwood has a public library, and we can go ahead and name that the Parkwood Library. All right. Now, Oh yeah, you can see, look at the, we'll come in with landscape. That's gonna be a later kind of thing to worry about. So for now, we're just going to keep on building things. So let's go ahead and let's let that happen. Let's go ahead and look at happiness. Now, happiness is going up. You can see that. So education, we have one public library. We have a capacity of 100. Still no universities. High school availability is still good for now. We're still looking good for right now. Let's go ahead and look at our budget. Our loan here. Why don't we go ahead and pay that back so that we start to make a little bit more money. Taxes are good, budget's good. I think everything is free flowing right now. Oh shoot. And this is what happened is we need to, so one thing that we should do is obviously we need to skip a road. So why don't we go ahead and make this road come down to there and in. All right. So then I'm going to extend you up and through. So now they all have water. So if I let that go, that should be good. All right, let's just look at all areas of this. So our water, we're going to need to expand soon. Why don't we go ahead and look at just starting to expand it. I'll extend right there and take that over. So now we're gonna have a lot of water. Sewage costs 2,500. We're definitely going to need another one. I know I'm thinking ahead, but this way I don't have to think about it for a while. Boom. All right. Boom. Now let's look at electricity. We are running out of the ability to do electricity. So we have 2 plants and we have this dump here. If you look at electricity, we can't afford any yet. $12,000. That's gonna have less pollution, advanced wind turbines. Noise pollution. So let's look. So that's 0 to 8 megawatts of power. That's 0 to 20. And that is 40 megawatts. So we need to kind of think about power. So we can unlock that at 5,000. So oil. We can unlock hydro at some point. We can unlock solar and nuclear. So we'll think about cleaning up the city and getting rid of pollution, because let's go ahead and look at pollution real quick. Oh, we're pretty polluted over here. But, so the pollution comes out to about there. Right at the edge of our district. Well, I think first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and then extend this up to there. Let's look at pollution. All right. Okay, so we've got this going. Looks like water's an issue now. Water is an issue because we need to figure out how to connect this in. All right, that's fine. That'll take care of that. All right, why don't we think about public transport? So we need $30,000 to make a bus depot. That's going to be kind of the next goal, as well as leveling up the city. And I want to start to expand this way. And maybe think about putting in some parks as well. The parks are great for the city. So every district should have its own park. Florence Heights is a really super tiny district. So, let me go ahead and clean some things up a little bit. And I'll get back. All right, so after cleaning it up, this district, if you look, pretty much follows along this roadway, right? Extends just beyond it. So now the Gonzales Industrial Park extends in a decent way. Although, we got to think about what we're going to be doing in the future. But as far as the Gonzales Industrial Park, this right here is absolutely solid. So if we just go ahead and build ourselves a road network in here, which I'll go ahead and do right now, we can start to zone some more industrial. So we're getting some ugly looking roads in here, but I think, you know, this is just kind of what we need to be doing here, right? We just kind of need to fill in a gigantic industrial district. And if we go ahead and just finish that right there, our entire industrial park is basically completely done. So now that entire industrial district over here is completely done. So our industrial park, we know we have it as industrial for a reason. So why don't we go ahead and just check out our district real quick. Our district is this right here. We don't want to come into there as much, right? We want to just come straight up this way and get all of these guys. Oh, why don't we do that? All right, so if we look now at our district, I can build toll roads. Cool. Whatever. If we look now, this entire district has been zoned. I got it. Thank you, game. We now need to come in here and let's look at this district. This district extends down to there and right over to here, right? So this district here, we can go ahead and zone some more residential. We'll take our paint tool, we'll paint right around these guys. And then look at our district. We've just filled our entire district in. So I'm actually gonna do here is I need elder care. Okay. I need to actually dezone a little bit of this. Dezone that right there. I don't want houses there. And I don't want houses right here because I'm gonna add things to it. All right, cool. Elder care. I don't have enough money to do any of this stuff right now. So I need to increase my money, but as far as right now, see, death care, I don't have any death care. I don't have any child care. I don't have any elder care. So we need to be working on that right now. But as far as what I want to do right this second, kind of let this move a little bit and get some money. All right, we've gotten a little bit of money. So now what we need to go ahead and do is zone this entire portion out with water. All right, so now everything should have water except for right here and right here. All right, everything should be covered. Oh, this isn't covered here. Just extend you to there. Everything is covered now as far as what we've zoned. So it's talking to us about child health care. Everything is zoned with water. We're out of money. And now we just let it kind of build itself up. We'll start to be making more and more money as we see is a thing. Okay. Now we've seen we are extending out this way finally, which we've zoned it with residential. So we need to bring water down. So if we bring water to here, up to here, and back to here, doesn't cover everything. I'm probably going to have to do a ton of this at some point. But go ahead and connect that real quick, and then everything should be good. So we'll let that just kind of go again. And we've got plenty of water and sewage treatment. We have not great electricity, so we need to be working on electricity soon. We are expanding, but we need electricity soon. So let's let it go for a little bit and then we'll come back. All right, now coming back in, let's go ahead and let's see, weekly cost $253. Why don't we go ahead and take this $60,000 loan? With that $60,000 loan, we can take a look, we can fulfill our electrical need if we want to, or we can kind of push that down the road a little bit and work on elder care, healthcare, and death care. So we go in here to this elder care facility. We can go ahead and put that right here on this road. Well, so this is what we need to start to think about. If we're going to start to make neighborhoods and stuff, we need more space. Our space is becoming just all zones. So now we actually need to start to make intricate networks here. So we have a lot of space out over here, right? So with the space out over here, what I'm thinking is, let's take a look at our districts. So Florence Heights is pretty small. Callaway Hills is there, and then the commercial plaza is right there. Did I zone that appropriately? I did not, because I haven't put roadways in there, but we'll work on that. Carter Heights is something that I want to kind of keep as a really nice area. And in doing that, this is where we can start to add some of the things that we really need here in the city. So if we look, we can go into this healthcare. We can put an elder care facility right there. We can go ahead and put a child healthcare center. Maybe not there. No, let's not do that. Let's put a cemetery though, right on the back, you know, right where the roadway would go. And then through the middle is where we can go ahead and make a roadway through. So that gives us the full zoning and everything if we wanted to do any of that. But now we have death care and we have elder care. So this is where I want to start to get creative with it. Maybe one of, well, hold on. Come back with this here. Let's come out 200. Actually, let's come out that 180 there. And then let's curve a road right into that. Something like that. This is going to give us the ability to add in another school if we want to, somewhere along here. We have an elementary school now in this district. Next to that, we can go ahead and add in a child health center. Maybe somewhere down on the corner over here. Maybe I'll back it off to like there. And then we can come in here and add a small playground. The Bouncy Castle Park. Where is it? Is this it? No, that's a Japanese garden. Where's the playground? Oh, is that it? No, botanical garden. Large playground. So this is a small playground right there. We can add that right here in the middle. So this is a full-on area here. So now this is a super nice area here. Kids and the elders and a church. And then we can come in here and make a little cul-de-sac. I want to come with a straight road. Here, taking a curve road. So now I've made a little bit of a cul-de-sac here. It looks very ugly and I kind of want to redo some of this. So let me do that. That looks a little bit better. This is where we can kind of get very creative with it. So I don't really want to put anything there, but maybe what we can do is put in, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm trying to do yet, but now we have done that. We just need to make sure that there's water to all of this. So why don't we extend up to here, come out to here, take it to like here, here, and there. Now this whole place is super nice, and this right here is what we're going to be doing something to in a little bit. So for now, we will just let it play on through. All right, so now we have a really good thing going here, and we've really gone and started to shape this land a little bit. We're gaining some money here, so maybe it's time to think about working towards a bus depot. Let's take a look at our different little areas. So we have Carter Heights, Florence Heights. So Florence Heights is super tiny, but you know, let's go ahead and click on that district here. So it's, you know, all residential zones, right? 392 population, land value is not very much. There's like nothing here in Florence Heights. That is the Highland residence. Interesting. We are going to be thinking about starting to make historic areas soon, is what I'm thinking of. And I'm gonna turn this right here into a park, and gonna start to really make some of these neighborhoods soon, I think. The next thing is, you can see that we have, well, we still have low demand for everything, but we're working our way up to our next milestone here, which is Busy Town, which is gonna have city planning policies, unique buildings, oil industry. We're not gonna do that yet. Free public transport, heavy traffic bans. We need to start upgrading our roads, I believe. What we really need to do. I want to think about upgrading some roads here. Obviously, we want a main thoroughfare coming through here, so I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this right here. So right here, this is our main street. This is called Lilac Street. It's gonna turn into Main Street. We've named one road here, and that is Main Street. So with this being Main Street, which we need to just kind of turn this on to keep going, we need to start thinking about intersections and all that good kind of stuff soon. But I want to look into this right here and turn this into a park. So what I'm going to do here is create this into a park right in here. To do that, we have a gravel and we have a pavement path. I'm gonna go with gravel path for now, but we are going to create a nice little path that kind of winds through here, which for this, I'm gonna turn this on. So with that, we obviously can come out and look at this rock here. Also kind of want to just create a full walking path around. This is where I need straight path here, and I can freeform this path. I know it looks kind of ugly, but just think about a nature path, how kind of might be running in different directions. Maybe we'll create a little through one there, and then we can start to place some of our park amenities in here. So, you know, what is that? Basketball court. Maybe we'll come in here with some benches. We might come in with like a bench here. Now we got a bench there. Maybe we'll come up with a trash can there. Put a trash can there. Go ahead and put a recycle bin next to it. And why don't we put a gazebo right there? Maybe another one right there. So just a little small park that we can kind of just do some stuff with over time. Add maybe a garden into it, a dog park in there. We come back in and look. Well, hold on. So now you can get in the dog park from here. You can go back out to the main street there. And then, why don't we come in here with more road? Let's come out 200, 400, and 200. And fill this all in with residential. So now there's a park there. Let's look. So we can bring Carter Heights just out there to cover it all. And then let's make sure we got water. We have water. Now I think we are rock solid. And here we are running into issues. So let it go for a little bit to try to build up a little bit. And this is when we take a look at our electricity. We are consuming more than we are producing. So we need to go ahead and put one more of these guys. And I think I'll go ahead and bring it out beyond the street. So now our electricity should be good. Just a second, 120. So we're all gonna be fine here, but still. All right, we'll let this go a little bit longer. Make sure our zones are all still appropriate. Let's take a look at our zoning. Here in Carter Heights, thinking about making a little bit of commercial here around the death care. I think that'll be fine for now. All right, so I have let some things build up. So we're here at 4,200. I think it's time to add ourselves in a new neighborhood as well as finishing off this commercial. The first thing I'm gonna do here is go ahead and finish off this commercial. And that'll be pretty easy to do. Pop those there. So we're gonna have no commercial need for a long time. But we need to go ahead and create a new neighborhood. So this is when I want to start to zone out actually building true neighborhood structures and little town structures away from our big city. So we have all these little districts and stuff in here, and this is our city. We did the first little one here with Fleetwood. And that's just this crazy little zoning here. It's got residential, it's got industrial. I don't remember if it has any commercial. It does have commercial. So this is Fleetwood. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down Fleetwood for now. Just to keep that district a little bit closer together. I want Fleetwood to stay rather small. And then we're going to create another little zone up over here, I guess, is what I want to do. So right now electricity is just going straight through from, you know, the plant is what I kind of did here. I think though we can kind of get away. So if we look at electricity, all that's good. And I think if we went ahead and bulldozed out this and we let it go, it would stay. All right. Just right there in Carter Heights doesn't get any, but that little area, as we know, is a park. It doesn't need electricity unless we're gonna do something special to it or whatever. So we'll be fine with that. We need to go ahead and create a neighborhood, and I'm going to do that on this side over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this out there, and now we're going to come over 400 this way, come down 600 this way, back into the road. We're gonna come out 800 this way, up there, back into there. All right, and then we're going to paint our district here. All right, rename that Merktopia. It's gonna be a little utopia over here, all in by itself. And I think in order to do that, I'm going to need to, one, look at our zoning. Our zoning goes all the way to there. We can't do a whole lot yet until we get rid of, we get some electricity. So we can probably go ahead and pull from like, let's say like right here to here. Okay. That's powered now. Now let's come back to roadways and let's fill in this place here. So what I'm going to do is create these little inlets like that. Come through like that. And then reform. Man, my circles are really ugly, but I think I learned how to do it. So let me try to do that real quick. So now we have this little odd looking circular area here, right? So this over here is going to be all residential. If I go ahead and make this just all residential. I'm gonna just use this tool here. That all is residential. On the outsides of that over here, I'm going to create some commercial. I'm going to D-zone so that I have space for my roads. But as far as I can tell for now, we are looking good with our little just area over here. I'm going to leave this over here alone because this is going to become buildings. Now, if we look at our district, boom, we're good there. Now we need to make sure water gets out here. We can come up right here from Florence Heights, straight out to the end of our road over here, and box this baby in. As we see, all that's left is just come straight through here, and we are basically 100% connected except for this area over here, but we aren't doing much with that yet. So now this place is going to be perfect over here. So the residential needs should go down. Oh, it's still up. Well, they're starting to come in here. There we go. So we created a nice little area over here. Now, what I want to do, a building is on fire, the elder care is on fire. Make sure the fire department has a good connection to the area. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm actually going to first off make a private fire area right over here. which is gonna take out all my money right now, but I think that's more important than anything. So now the electricity should be, take a look at that. Let's just drop it in there. That should satisfy that. All right, well, that's fine. Wasn't what I wanted to do, but now Merktopia is gonna start to be awesome. Okay, so I'm just taking a look here. I probably am gonna want to add in a second garbage facility. We're not going to want to be in the main area of town. Also, there's only one entrance. We're definitely gonna want a second entrance to it. What I'm thinking, there, there. So now we have an entrance and exit from there. So there's just two different ways to go. Think about this right here. I'm in at a 90. And we'll make them their own private little garbage site right over here. Well, do that. I'm going to just create a whole thing there. Then I can go ahead and put a garbage site right here. Boom, get out of that. We're gonna name you Garbage Lane. And now everything should be working. Fleetwood's gonna need its own garbage thing. They're gonna need a fire station. We have a whole lot to do, but we just really need to get to the stopping point. Main Street becoming a priority road. Yeah, bus depots and stuff. I gotcha. So this is Main Street. So why don't I come out 200 there? And now if I go back in and look at Main Street, Main Street's a priority road. I gotta figure out how to adjust that because I don't want Main Street to be there. So let's see. And now that should be Main Street, and this is a different road now. Perfect. Junctions, stop sign. Yep. Perfect. I got a bunch of traffic. All right. Everything is going as planned right now. Just make sure our districts look good. Everything looks good. Everything looks great. Nice functioning city with a lot of money. Yeah, quite a bit of money. So why don't we go ahead and check out our education. Elementary is fine. High school is getting low. So what I'm gonna do here, we have 3 elementary schools. So why don't I get out of that? And I click on this elementary school. We call it Carter Elementary. Now you guys are gonna get your own private schools. So I'm gonna go ahead and right across from here, make myself, oh, this is gonna become a whole little campus area. So put you there. We're gonna put a high school on this street, right about there. Now we can come out of this view, come into education. This is going to be Merk Elementary. This is going to become Merk High. And now the elementary school is up and running and everything is flowing through. High school. Oh, busy town. There we go. That's the stopping point for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this and just take a look. High schools are doing well. Elementaries are doing well. Library usage is low, but that's gonna smooth itself out over time. We don't have a university yet, but we did unlock some more things. So let's just look at what we unlocked. So we unlocked city planning policies, some buildings, free public transport, a lot of different roads and hospitals and power plants and all kinds of things. So, like I said, I'm gonna try to keep each of these individual places as like smaller town style things. We're going to use public domain soon. We're going to, now that we have some more money, really create all these little towns. Because on this side over here, which we haven't completely unlocked yet, I need to get out of this zoning to kind of like look at. Or maybe here. once we start going like in a couple different directions, once we go this way, we're going to need to seriously think about moving our wastewater. And I think we're going to go all the way down, maybe even this way. We got to plan those kinds of things out, but we're going to start to expand. And as you can see, this is looking like a really big area, and it might stay that way. But once we get out to these other little areas and stuff over here, we are going to create this to be like a downtown and like nice neighborhoods on the outside. But we've kind of done a little bit of a good job in here with that, with already creating a really nice compact area. Now we need to kind of like spread out and whatnot and create a whole county basically. So, but this is going to be Port Clayton, and we're going to really prove that this is going to be a port at some point. I'm probably going to get some DLC and start with that, and yeah, this has been more successful. I think I did a little bit better of a job there. Hopefully I can continue to do a good job with that. But just a real quick summary of kind of what we've done so far. We've created several districts, including the Gonzales Industrial Park, Parkwood, Julius Commercial Plaza, Callaway Hills, Florence Heights, Carter Heights, and Merktopia. Those are our major districts right now. Next time, we're going to try to balance all of the districts and make sure everything has water. Maybe rework some of our water, rework some of our electricity, and hopefully get some DLC so we can start doing some cool things. But I'm going to go ahead and save that game, and I'm going to just save it over port, overwrite the save data, so now we're all good, and we will get out of here.